Hi everyone, this is Igor from hdhat.com with another Avid DS tutorial. I'm not a big fan of the Instagram aged photo look filters, but clients have been asking for that for the last several years, and I just had to do it so often that I created an Avid DS tool. Specifically, recently I was working on a comedy that had some period elements to it, and I needed a way of quickly showing different looks to the clients in the bay instead of going to Photoshop and then linking the files from DS. It was just a lot faster to do it right in the DS. And I'll show you how this works. Here's one photo I got off Creative Commons. I'll select the photo, click on Instacrap filter, which shows how big of a fan I am of Instagram. Let's put this dialog box closer to the picture so we can see it side by side. The magenta control simulates fading of magenta dye. Cyan control does the same thing, simulates fading of cyan dye. Contrast is fairly self-explanatory. Exposure, likewise. Saturation. Defocus. Defocus is interesting because if you zoom in, you'll see that it's defocusing picture underneath the grain. So it sort of simulates the optics of the lens, leaving the film grain where it is. Vignette is the amount of vignette around the image. Glow amount works in conjunction with width and threshold. With width, we make it more narrow or wider. With threshold, we determine how bright the colors have to be before they start glowing. Grain density, let's zoom in again to see how that works. No grain at all. Maximum amount of grain. And grain size, you can make it finer grain or coarser. Again, see the effect of grain control on a fully zoomed out image. Some of the things in this tool are better customized for larger images. I'm demonstrating this in a standard definition size sequence, but if you work in high def, most of these things will actually work better. Light spill is a really interesting one. You can see a warm spill here at the edge of the frame. Looks like light flashing the film. We have several different spill options here. The density of the spill is controlled with the light spill density. It's worth exploring the light spill module here in the tree. If you press 0 and expand that, the light spill is nothing but several paint strokes in the graphics tool, so you can actually add your own spill and customize it in any which way you want. So that was Instacrap. Now we have Instacrap P. What this one does is everything's the same as the original Instacrap filter, but it gives you a Polaroid frame. And not only one, but it gives you several different Polaroid frames. These are actually scanned Polaroid frames, not stolen from the internet. I was working on this feature film, so I had to make sure it was all clear. So I scanned some of my Polaroid prints, so you can see the texture of the actual print. Some of them have stains. So I think there's 4 different ones that you can choose from. This dirt and stains. So they actually look pretty realistic when you have them up on the big screen. Everything else is the same. The reason I have these 2 filters is Instacrap P uses actual bitmapped images, and it's a much larger preset. So I just decided to keep 2 different presets. Although for normal production purposes, you would just want to use Instacrap P, so you have the Polaroid option available at your fingertips. The polarized value of 0 turns it off. And 1 gives you the first frame, 2 is the second frame, 3, and so forth. To download the Instacrap filter, visit hdhat.com and enjoy.